everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 on-the-go lunches that are really easy to prepare, that are really good for you, really nourishing, really delicious, inspiring, so you guys can have some lunches to take with you on the go, whether it comes to work, college, university, eating from home if you work from home like myself. I just feel like these are really great staple ideas for you to have in your archive that are really going to help you make great choices. So it's going to make you less likely to nip to boots for that meal deal, which to be honest sucks. And also it's going to be in line with your plan, especially if you're on the Weight Watchers or Wellness That Works plan like I am. Even if you're like not planning to lose like myself and you're just maintaining, these are really fantastic ideas to keep you on track, keep you mindful, and also really delicious. So I had a request very recently to talk about lunches that were ideal for office jobs, like for the 9 to 5 desk job. Now these can apply to anybody. I eat these myself. As I said, I work from home, so these are perfect for anybody, to be honest. And again, you don't have to be on any kind of wellness plan or anything like that to enjoy these. These are great staple ideas for you to have and enjoy. The only thing is they are going to require a little bit of prep, especially when it comes to the night before. And a lot of these are freezer friendly as well, which is great because it means you can do them way in advance. You don't even have to think about it. So I thought today I would share 5 meals with you, or 5 lunches for the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday idea, and I hope you all enjoy it. So the first one I have is one that I included in a what I eat in a day, and it went down very well with you guys, and I feel like it's a meal, even though I had it for my dinner, that will transition very well into lunch, and you can really play about with it, and that is the Korean chicken. Now the Korean chicken is just delicious. It's very aromatic, very flavorful, very zingy, very bright and uplifting and energetic. A really lovely dish, and one that you can play about with when it comes to preparation, how you want to prepare it. You can add things, take them away. I often have a play about, but the foundation for this dish is garlic, ginger, pear, and a few other things. I'm going to put all of the recipes along with the point value in the description box so you guys can get familiar and you can go out and shop all of the ingredients and make it for yourself. But it's very simple, and again, it's something you could have with salad. You could prep yourself a bit of rice, or you could just have it with a flatbread. It's very easy, very convenient, and again, very flavorful. And I guarantee you, when you heat this up in the staff room microwave, everybody is going to be asking what you're having for your dinner. And you know, it's guilt-free, really delicious. And yeah, big fan of Korean chicken, and very low when it comes to point value. I think it's a fantastic one, and again, one that you could play about with, have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, Korean chicken would be my number 1, and one that I often take with me if I'm going eating out and I'm not quite sure. And also it's one that you could definitely have warm or cold, which I think is fantastic. Perhaps you don't have access to a microwave where you are. You can have it with salad or even cold on a flatbread. Like, I eat cold chicken all the time on sandwiches, so yeah, really great one. I really enjoy it. So the next dish is a family favorite, and again, this is a fantastic one that you perhaps cooked a few days before and you popped in the freezer, and that is spaghetti bolognese. So what I tend to do is just have the sauce. I don't really eat pasta. Feel free to knock yourself up some pasta. I would definitely do that the night before or first thing in the morning if you can. It doesn't take long to prepare pasta if you do prefer the element with it, but for me personally, I just really prefer the sauce, like a chunky stew almost, and it's ideal just to pop into a container, you take it out with you, and you are good to go. I think it's an amazing thing to have. Very filling, very enriching, very comforting as well. There's nothing better than when you're sat in your office typing away or whatever you're doing, to know you've got a nice big bowl of spag bol waiting for you when the lunchtime time hits. It's just fantastic. Again, one that you could have prepared way in advance, and a great way to get a lot of veggies into your system. I just basically chop up anything that I need to use in the fridge and pop it in and just do a makeshift sauce, like a ragu, and it is delicious. Again, you could take it with you with some flatbread, perhaps some garlic bread, or just like myself, a big chunky bowl of it, and with a spoon. Very filling, very delicious, very flavorful, very easy to make, and yeah, what can I say? I absolutely love spaghetti bolognese sauce, so definitely spaghetti bolognese, or you could even have a chili, like whatever you prefer. They both would work really well. The next one is soup. So I am not the biggest fan in the world when it comes to soup. It's something that really excites me, especially when it comes from a tin. I'm just not one for it, but homemade soup, I can definitely get on that train. And recently, in a What I Eat in a Day, you will have seen it if you watch them frequently, I did a tomato and chickpea soup, which, let me tell you, one of the best soups I've ever had in my life. Absolutely delicious, and one again that you can have hot or cold. Like, honestly, it tastes just as good. So how I prepared this was very simple. Again, I would recommend doing this the night before. A lot of these definitely take a little bit of prep time, so definitely factor that in. It's not something that you're going to be doing in the mornings before you go to work, but if you have the time and you have that like want, couldn't recommend doing this kind of thing enough. So very easy to make. Get it on the hob, get it sizzling away, and you've got yourself a beautiful, very simple homemade soup. And I just use a scattering of parsley on the top, some Parmesan, and I bought myself this really gorgeous bread from Marks and Spencer's. It was basically a loaf, like a garlic loaf with red onion and cheese on the top, and I just cut myself a few slices of that off. I mean, the soup is 0 point, so whatever you have with it, that's the only thing you have to factor apart from Parmesan, if you had a bit of that. And it's just such a delicious, again, very rich lunch, very delicious. And one of my favourites. I have it at least once a week, very frequently, and I freeze it as well because it freezes and defrosts very easily. So that is definitely one of my favourites. You know, you can't really go wrong with a mug of soup, can you, when it comes to ease and... yeah, so I love that. Next dish is one that I don't have often, but just one that I fancied very recently, and it's kind of reignited that passion for it, and it was noodles. You can pretty much tailor make this to your liking. I just basically chopped up loads of veggies, I got myself some noodles, made a very simple like sauce marinade to cook it in, popped my noodles in with some chicken breast, done. Very simple, again can be eaten hot or cold, very low in point value, and again a really great way to get some veggies into you, a great way to finish off everything that is in your fridge. And the only thing you really need to do is chop your vegetables, pop them in the wok, brown your chicken or whatever meat you decide to use, throw your noodles in, and you are good to go. The only time it really takes is the chopping and just to make your little marinade, but you could buy one if you really wanted to, but I mean, you'd have to factor that into point value. If you make it yourself, you know exactly what's going into it. But noodles is great, and again, it's not something I have often, and it's kind of a bit of a treat. And again, if you've got like quite a demanding physical job, it's a great way to get a lot into you. It's slow releasing, high in fibre, high in protein, so definitely one to think about if you're looking, especially if you like oriental dishes. Like, I don't have oriental dishes that often, but when I do, I really enjoy them, so that could be a fantastic idea for you guys that do like them on the regular. And the final one, and I kind of have saved this to last because my idea of this would be a bit of a takeaway, a bit of a Friday treat. You know, perhaps your friends are all ordering Domino's to the office, perhaps they're all going to the McDonald's drive-thru, but you want to be good, but you also want to eat something really super delicious. And what better thing to have than homemade pizza? And let me tell you, my recipe for homemade pizza is bomb. It is so good. I make the dough the day before, very simply. I've done it in a what I eat in a day, very simple to do. Roll out your dough, make your topping the night before, make your sauce, and then pop everything on the night before. But you could basically, again, very much like a lot of these dishes, customize it exactly how you want it. Pancetta, chicken, veggies, just whatever you want on there. Cut it up, have 2 slices set aside for your Friday lunch with a bit of salad, and hey presto, you have yourself a nice little takeaway. And it's something that's it wouldn't even occur to you, would it? Like, just to take a pizza with you to work. You think, wow, that's going to be a high in point value. You know, it's going to take a lot of time, but if you do it a couple of days before, it's done, and it's such a treat. And I guarantee you, every single person in the office will want to know where you got your pizza from, and you'll be like, I made it myself. Is there anything better? I don't think so. And that's it. Those are my ideas. I could definitely do these on the regular if you would like them. I'm always cooking. I'm always making things from scratch. So if you would like to see these on the regular, or you would like to see perhaps a family-friendly version of dinners from Monday to Friday, or if you perhaps like to see some weekend treats or breakfasts Monday to Friday, comment down below. Let me know what you would like to see. I would definitely film more of these for you. It was really fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing the preparation and seeing the overlays of how I prepared things and how they looked. Again, very simple. The only thing I will say is invest in some good Tupperwares for sure, and obviously just to make sure you set aside that time for the prep. But I mean, how much money is it going to save you in the long run as well? If you think about it, if you're spending £3 or £4 a day, 5 days a week, that's 80 quid a month. And I can guarantee you it will not be as delicious, sorry, as if you've made them from scratch at home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did, comment down below, all that good stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.